This video is about Symphony No. 104 London by Joseph Haydn. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Joseph Haydn composed his Symphony No. 104 in D major, known as the London, in 1795. It is the last of his famous 12 London symphonies and is considered the crowning achievement of this series. Haydn wrote the work during his second stay in London, where he enjoyed great success as a celebrated composer. The London Symphony was composed at the height of Haydn's creative powers and sums up his lifelong experience as a symphonist. It shows his consummate mastery of form, melody, and orchestration. The London Symphony follows the classical four-movement structure. The first movement begins with a slow introduction, followed by an allegro in sonata form. The second movement is an andante with variations. The third movement is a lively minuet with trio. The fourth movement, a finale spiritoso, brings the work to a brilliant and energetic conclusion. Each movement has its own character, but together they form a perfectly balanced musical whole. The symphony's first movement begins with a slow introduction that is striking for its drama and harmonic complexity. Haydn creates a sense of tension here that is released in the following allegro. The introduction contains motifs that are taken up and developed again in the course of the movement. This opening shows Haydn's ability to captivate the listener from the very beginning and to introduce him to the musical world of the work. A remarkable feature of this symphony is Haydn's use of folk material. In the finale, he draws on a Croatian folk melody, which he skillfully embeds in the symphonic structure. This inclusion of folk music gives the symphony a special freshness and vitality. Haydn shows here his ability to integrate simple melodies into complex musical contexts. In the London Symphony, Haydn demonstrates his mastery of orchestration. He uses a large orchestra for the time, with strings, double woodwinds, horns, trumpets, and timpani. Haydn skillfully uses the various instrumental groups to create contrasts and interesting timbres. His creative use of the winds is particularly striking, as they often take on important thematic tasks. He creates a rich, diverse palette of sounds, ranging from delicate to powerful passages. The premiere of the London Symphony took place on May 4, 1795 at the King's Theatre in London. It was a triumphant success and was enthusiastically received by the audience. The symphony cemented Haydn's reputation as the greatest living composer of his time. It quickly became one of his most popular symphonies and was performed frequently. Contemporary critics praised the originality, power, and beauty of the work. The London Symphony is a culmination and conclusion of Haydn's symphonic output. It displays all the characteristics of his mature style: perfect formal balance, thematic unity, masterful orchestration, and emotional depth. The symphony represents Haydn's ability to bring classical form to its highest level of accomplishment. It influenced subsequent composers in their treatment of symphonic form and set new standards for the genre. Haydn's musical language in the London Symphony is complex and expressive. He uses contrasting themes, surprising harmonic turns, and refined rhythmic structures. The symphony shows Haydn's ability to develop themes and create great musical arches. Particularly noteworthy is the way he works with motifs throughout all the movements, creating an inner unity of the work. The London Symphony was written during a period of great political and social upheaval in Europe. London was a center of cultural life at the time, and Haydn enjoyed great popularity there. The symphony reflects the spirit of the times. It is innovative and powerful, but also shows Haydn's deep roots in musical tradition. The work marks the transition from the classical to the Romantic period and points the way forward for symphonic music.